Hello and welcome back to some more Sega GT Online. This is part 31, and in today's part, we are going to be starting now with the Season 2 official races. There's quite a few of these this time around, and we can access them at any point, but I'm gonna do it as, you know, as you probably would expect. I'm gonna go from top to bottom. So the first one here is the Windmill Cup at Brick Raceway. Now, from what I understand, they only changed some of the races for Season 2. They didn't do it for Season 1, sorry. They only changed some of the Season 1 events. They didn't do it for Season 2, though. Like, all the Season 2 events are the same ones as they were last time, from standard Sega GT 2002. And yes, as you saw, we are still using the Tipo, because the Tipo is... This car genuinely shocked me. This car is genuinely really good.
Welcome back to Sega GT Online. In this part, Thunder will do more racing and winning. Over to you, Thunder.
Thank you for the 50 bits, Chris. Wasn't sure how to take that in for a moment, but still, thank you for the 50 bits. Yeah, like this Tipo though, this thing genuinely surprised me how good this thing is. Like it's short. Yeah, the gearing on it is short. But the gearing on this vehicle is short, but it is also, it's surprisingly quick to get up to speed, and it handles really nicely. Like, I am genuinely surprised how good this Tipo is, because I don't recall really ever using this vehicle much before. But this thing is damn good. I'm amazed by its capability. Like, this thing is a surprisingly very capable car. So I thought we'd use it a little bit more since this vehicle just does so well. And because this thing also handles really well, I thought it would be, you know, a good vehicle too for getting the
We interrupt this coverage of Sega GT Online to inform you of an incoming shitstorm.
Oh dear. Thank you for the 80 bits, or 50 bits tank. I don't know how I read 80 from that for a second. Yeah, this thing only does about 100. This thing only does about 160, but that's okay. But that's fine. On a track like this, it doesn't matter too much. Oh god, I got a little too close to the wall there. And we have just left the AI behind, because the thing is, I think in the initial parts of the for Season 2, the AI, whilst faster, is not the same ridiculous amounts as they are in the event races, I believe. I think they do eventually get to that point when you get further up, but. And by the way, hope you enjoy seeing 5-lap races, because that's gonna be the norm. A 5 kind of looks like someone drew 80% of an 8. You know, that's a good That's a pretty good analogy. I've never thought of it like that way before. I'm learning. Yeah, like. The fact that I'm nearing my record time with this thing when I didn't even expect to get close to this thing, I think it tells me that I really should not have slept on the P3. This thing is damn good. I don't even have like the better brakes on it, or I'm not even sure if I got better suspension on it. There we go, sub 106. If I had like the better brakes and I think also suspension on it, and I also had it, and this thing could actually go a bit faster than 160, this thing probably could get very close to sub-minute on this track. Probably wouldn't, I'm not sure how close it would get, but it probably wouldn't be that far off. Fucking the second place car is 22.5 seconds back. I did not expect this thing to just kill it here, but it is, and I'm okay with that. It's a nice breather after some of the BS I've had to deal with the event races. There we go. He's sub 105 now, even. Just absolutely sending. I might be trying to send it a little bit in the hopes, you know, but. Alright, we're at least on the last lap now, so as I'm now nearly 30 seconds in the lead. Oh my god, that nearly could have ended in a wall hit. Okay, so not going to be a new best lap here because we had a few awkward moments at a couple corners, but other than that, well done, AI, imbecile. And there we go. We're not going to see really much in the way of prize cars the second season because there honestly really isn't any by this point, unfortunately. And my old charger's been sold. There you go, 89,000 so far. So let's actually go ahead and put. So what? Yeah, suspension and it was both suspension and brakes as I thought. Okay, those are still good. Yeah, these are going to be a bit pricey, but honestly, this should really help with the. This will kind of put this vehicle to this should be interesting to see how much those two parts really benefit the vehicle. All right, and let's put a. Again, same thing, just because I need the money, really. Okay. All right, next official race is going to be, once we can get to it real quick, it is Autumn King Battle at Standing Night Speedway. When are we going to be paired with mostly the same things? No, we are not. We got a GT and an Esprit this time, and an old Camaro, interestingly enough, as well. Yeah, this thing just fucking goes. This thing. Oh, this is 4 laps. Okay, I guess they made this one 4 laps. Like, maybe because it's a slightly. I'm guessing because it's a slightly longer track. Just yeah. Oh god, this thing is crazy now. Yeah, this is putting that suspension and brakes on this thing. This thing is a bit of a nutcase now. Speeb. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, I kind of fucked that one up. Whoops. Alright, let's go. Honestly, at the rate I'm going, I think the 137 is going to be broken on. My current best of a 137 is going to be broken on this track during this race as well. Like, maybe not on this lap, but definitely the next lap. Actually, no, I think we might get it on this lap. We might just get it. Oh, yeah. Standing, oh yeah, there it is, 136.6 on a standing lap with this thing. It's just so silly. We got like this old Alfa Romeo from like when was this thing from? Like maybe the 30s, maybe 30s or 40s, and it's just leaving behind like a Ford GT concept, mind you, but still a Ford GT and a Lotus Esprit. In fact, I've noticed just now from it popping up that it's not even either the GT or the Esprit that's in second. It's the Impreza, interestingly enough. So an Impreza is currently faster in this race than those two. Like, interesting. Oh, excuse me. A sub 133 there. My God. So, alright, so I think it is I have the slightest of feeling that if I was to just nail every corner and find the best way to tackle some of these, a sub 130 might be doable with this car. It might be. I'm not 100% certain, but I feel like if you get everything down, I think it would be I think it... Oh, God. Yeah, the game did the thing where it just maximum... That's a big problem with this game I have, to be honest, is like sometimes certain bumps will just make the car immediately spin the tires and redline, and when it does that, you basically give up much of the control. So there was nothing that was going to prevent me from at that point from stopping me from hitting that wall. So I was basically just a sitting duck in that situation. That corner could have been done a little better, honestly. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I had a feeling after that incident that this was not going to beat that previous lap time. Yeah, 30's car. I thought Formula 1 was around even as far back as then. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. I don't know why I'm saying it was. It definitely wasn't. I'm an idiot. Oh, Jesus. The car had suddenly hooked left there. That was weird. Yeah, it was right. It was the regulations started around the 40s and then 50s. You're right. Oh, damn it! I did it again. Because like when that happens, the game really does not want to get out of that situation with like it just spinning the tires and going to red line and just giving you a sudden burst of speed. So preventing yourself from actually hitting the wall there becomes way more difficult. If either of those situations didn't happen, I would have definitely had a clean race here. But unfortunately, because of that, not so much. On the positive news, I'm almost a minute out of second place. A minute. And I managed to shred my time down a little bit. 132.4. In fact, I knocked off the 132.450. I knocked off about 0.45 of a second. So the irony there. Yeah, you don't get a whole lot for even these official races at this point. I thought I'd be a bit more. Oh boy, this part that I can already buy. I just wanted to see if the Zero got sold, which it did not. Alright, Tide Street Battle is the last of the Stage 1 tracks. At least this should go a little smoother, hopefully. Oh, the Spree's back, but not the GT. The GT has left. Interesting. Like, this is a track I believe we are probably going to be hitting the red line on this thing. See, that is pre-tried, but thankfully it didn't pull the thing on me there. So yeah, back to five laps because this is a shorter track than where we were just at. I don't know if there. I don't think it's. I don't think you can have more than 5 laps in a race in this game. Maybe in the quick race mode, but I'll have to look afterwards. I'm not like 100% certain. Okay. Just have to be careful here. Well, my best on here previously was a 1:23.5, and it looks like I'm already on track to beat that on this lap. Yep, absolutely. That's a 1:21 on a standing start lap. Okay. So the next little while here is going to be mostly pretty simple. So those of y'all in the chat, anything you guys want to talk about, feel free to take the center stage. And well, actually there is no center stage, but so my ear there for a second kind of got it a little blocked up. The front row. What are you, Front Row Motorsports? Why am I racing Seattle 2? Does this look like Seattle 2? Does this look like a version of Seattle to you or something? Actually, to be honest, it doesn't let it. I can sort of see it, but also yeah, 1:17.5 there. Worth pointing out, Alfa Romeo won 2 Drivers' Championships since F1 started in the 50s with both Nino Farina in 50 and Fangio in 1951. Basically, when the F1 was really starting at that point. Zanuck, I don't think that's happening, buddy. I don't think Alfa Romeo, the current Alfa Romeo in Formula 1 right now, are in any. I don't think they're in any position to even win a race. They are kind of semi-back markers, so I wouldn't say they're the absolute back markers because Haas is definitely the back marker this year. That's been proven. But preseason tests. Preseason mean nothing. It would have been interesting to see if Alfa Romeo do well, but I never suspected Alfa Romeo was going to do good. It was going to be obviously the one team we already knew about, and then Red Bull, and so far that's exactly how it's turning out to be. Yeah, no worries. You get cleaned up, Booch. Yeah, P6 I'd say is probably the absolute best. because they're not beating. They're definitely not beating Mercedes or Red Bull. They're not beating McLaren. Like the three that I can guarantee they definitely are not beating is Mercedes, Red Bull, and McLaren. Like they are not beating them. Ferrari is actually showing a bit more promise this year to be, you know, to be better than they were last year. So they probably won't be beating them either. And then I would say the fifth best would be, I don't know, either probably Alpine. Could be AlphaTauri. Could also be AlphaTauri in fifth, but it's gonna be hard to. It's probably gonna be hard to say. I want to say Aston Martin could be fifth, but that really depends if Vettel can kind of find his old skill back. And right now he's still struggling. Like Stroll is consistently outperforming him in the same car. Oh, god damn it. I get near the end of the race, and then of course I have to fucking hit something to end my fucking clean streak. Hello, Vic, by the way. Well, whatever. That's just is what it is right now. The good news is we of course obviously still easily won, but I don't think anyone's really surprised about that. Wow, we wouldn't have. Why are the prize money so low at this point? Well, stage 2's got 4 events, and the 0 has been sold because, you know, at this point in the game I won't really be able to get much more out of it. But yeah, there we go. That is the first stage of Season 2 done. So stay tuned for the next part, as we're going to tackle most of Season 2, Stage 2, in the next part. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and comment, because they all help with YouTube's dumb algorithms. Check out my Twitch if you want to see these live, and if you want to get your name at the start of a video, pledge $1 or more on my Patreon. That's all it takes. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.